What's going on, you guys? It's your boy K0zzee coming with you with an epic ace mirror battle from starter deck 13. Here we have our good friend Kono playing up against me with the ace mirror blue yellow. Basically, we are going to be filtering for some 5 costs. We're going to be filtering up for everything and anything in between. But more importantly, we're just here to have a good time with the One Piece community. Shout out again to the People's Card Shop for hosting another great locals event for us. And we are going to be underway with Kono taking the first play of the turn, playing a classic yellow matchup of Dawn Pass. And so when we look at the ace mirror match, the thing that we want to see is who is going to be able to cast out their 5 costs first. And unfortunately for us, we weren't able to do that. For those that don't know what the ace leader does, it is Dawn ×2, and you may look at the top 5 cards of your deck, put a 5 cost character at the top of your life face up, but at the end of that turn, any face up cards in your life go to trash. So the idea is to get a 5 cost character and find some way to either flip it face down or put it into your hand or into play, so that way it's actually very useful and resourceful. He's going to swing 7 with that leader, and we're just going to go ahead and take it with no trigger. He's going to play that Machino, which is going to allow him to take that X straight to his hand, look at his remaining life, and put them in whatever order he wants. And so he's going to set the order stack just like that, and he's going to maintain that 4 life lead to 3. We are then going to look at our top 5 using our own ace ability. And so we're going to find a Monkey D. Luffy 5 cost from the starter deck 13. Beautiful parallel artwork. We're going to go ahead and rest 2 to play the kid version of that Luffy, which is then going to trash himself to play that Luffy from the top of our life and give our leader plus 2k. We're then going to swing 9 into Kono, who's going to happily take it. No trigger on his end, and now we have ourselves a big body on play for next turn. Monkey D. Luffy's 5 cost ability is going to allow us to trash that top card or bottom of our life to give him plus 2k and to draw a card as long as we have life up there. No life, free 2k boost. Kono has to figure his life out here. He might go 7, he might go 8. He's going to start with paying 2. He's going to play his own baby Monkey D. Luffy, and he already had it stacked up from that Machino trigger. So solid work on getting his own 7 cost leader, or 7,000 power leader, excuse me, to go ahead and swing into 9 to our 7, because that Luffy's ability goes off until our next turn. So he's actually going to swing 10 here, it looks like, instead of the 9 that we normally like to see from that ace. So we are just going to be determining, nope, we're just going to go ahead and take it. Still no trigger. This does put us at the 5 cost ace rush kind of characteristic. He's then going to use that leader skill to go ahead and grab the X-Drake off the top, use Luffy's ability to trash it, and get some value rather than just seeing the X-Drake go to trash, which is a fantastic play by Kono in of itself. And so now we kind of are looking at, are we going to be playing some 5 costs from hand? Are we going to be using ability more? So it just ultimately depends on what we want to do. Of course, K0zzee counting the Dawn, trying to do the mathematics. We're just going to go ahead and start with leader ability and see what 5 costs we can pull off the top. We're going to grab a Satori to put at the top of our life. Use that Luffy ability just like Kono did. Give ourselves a 2k draw, or 2k boost to Luffy. Draw a card, and now we're sitting there with a plethora of cards to sit at in our hand. Still have 4 Dawn to work with, and so we don't know what we're going to be looking at. 7 to leader. He's going to counter. 8 to leader, he's going to counter. We're going to play ulti, which is going to allow us to look at the top 3 cards of our deck. Pick a card, specifically this one, to put into our hand. And then the other 2 we will put at the top or bottom of our deck in whatever order we want. So we're basically just filtering out to see if we can manipulate enough for the ace leader ability next turn to make sure we can hit a 5 cost and get ourselves a free boost. After that, we just pass. So now the consequences of what we are going to be looking to do is hopefully survive and not get hit with a 9+K swing on the crackback from Kono, or try to keep the Luffy alive as much as we can, because that is our primary filter slash kind of main attacker at the moment, unless we hit a kid version of a 5 cost, which in this deck list we only run the Luffy and we only run the Ace. So those are going to be some things that are mindful when we look at it. Kono whiffing on that search is absolutely detrimental to this game plan and this functionality. So now he kind of has to just go in, swinging 6 to our leader, grabbing our Bible of a hand. We're going to go ahead and give him a 2K with that Yamato. He's going to swing 7 into our leader. We're going to give him that Satori and a Garp for 8. And then he's going to play X-Drake. The blocker version of this allows him to look at the top 5 cards of the deck and manipulate them into whatever order he wants, which is a great filter again for that Ace ability. So that way we can guarantee a 5 cost that we may have the baby version of in hand, or at least a 5 cost to really pump up that Luffy. For those that have not played into Ace or have played into Ace, let me know in the comments how you guys feel about the starter 13 brothers. Which one's your favorite? Which one do you hate to play against? And which one do you love to play against? Let me know in the comments. I want to see what your guys' thoughts is. For me personally, Black Yellow Luffy is my bane of my existence whenever I play anything that's not fast enough to counter out of Black Sabo. So Kono's just going to pass the turn back to us. We go to, I believe, 8 Dawn? I believe we go to 8, yes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Dawn, yes. We got to map out our plans here. I mean, other than just using Ace ability and hoping for the best, or we just tap 7 for Gravity Blade and bottom decking both the Luffy and that X-Drake to get in for 6 to leader, it looks like. Yep, 6 to leader with Luffy. We're going to get rid of that hand size. 5 into Luffy, or 5 into Ace, sorry. We're going to counter out again. 6 into Ace. He's going to have to take it. He goes to 1. He already knew what it was. He's going to Gravity Blade our own Luffy from trigger. And that leaves us with 2 more swings, 1 more life, and a hope and a dream to get into the victory here. And so Kono now going to 9 Dawn is a scary feat, especially for the Ace. As if we have the ability to do so, we can go Ace ability into 5 cost Ace, into baby Ace, play another Ace from hand, and have a 7K, a 7K, and a 9K swing coming into our face with 3 swings, a lot of cards in hand, counter 2 life. If we don't have the counter for it, we could face a lot. Kono playing around, getting ready to swing 7 with Makino. Classic jokester he is. He's going to go 7 into ulti. He may not have it. Oh, he's going to change his mind and go 8 into ulti. We're just going to go ahead and give it up. We don't need to give up any counters for that. And he's going to play the Newgate. He's going to use the Newgate ability, add a card, look at his life, put 1 card back into life and 1 card on top of the deck. A great filtering strategy, especially if you hit like the Beige or a Gravity Blade or a strong trigger. That's going to help out in the later turns of the game. But outside of that, Kono's just going to pass. That puts us to 10 Dawn. We can still use that ability to get Ace into play if we have it, and then go into 779 as our swings, which should get us all the way through. We're going to use that Ace ability first. I don't think we filtered out this hand, so this is just a raw ability. Ooh, we hit that 5 cost Ace. This is exactly the kind of the plan that we want to talk about. Paying 2. Play the baby, get the big, puts us to 7. Ace does have rush because we have 2 or less life. Do we bait out the counters here? That's the question. Yep, we're going to try and bait out some counters. 7 into 5. Oh no, thinking about it. It's going to be hard. He has to go 8. And he does. He's going to go 8K. We're going to swing 9 into lead. He's going to have to take it. It's going to be that 0 cost event. He's going to trash one and gain that life back. Kind of clutch. And there's that second ace. We're going to swing 8 into leader. He's going to have to take that one next. And in hindsight, we see that it was a beige. But even if it was something that he could trigger, there's no point. We have no additional swings on board. But now Kono has to make the decision. Does he clear the board out, or does he try to go for game here? With 2 swings and a Makino, it's going to be hard. That Gravity Blade early, he's going to go for board. So he's going to Gravity Blade both of those rush aces to the bottom of the deck. We are a 7K leader, so it's not like he can really push for a win here, especially using that 7 Dawn to use Gravity Blade. So he's going to go 7 into our 7. We're going to counter with 1. We're going to take that last life, and then he just passes the turn back to us. We can just go 15 into the leader here, and I think that would be the most sensible thing to do. Yep, we're going to go 15 into lead, and he is going to look at his trash. And there's the GGs. So excellent ace mirror match. 2 different ideas of how the deck works. On our side with K0zzee Games, we do have more of the deck manipulation side of it. And on Kono's side, we have more of the life manipulation side of it. But let me know how you guys felt about this match. What was cool about it? What wasn't? And I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video if you want more content like this. Peace and love, y'all.